so I'll make it quick. It's Paul Titterington. I've got a wonderful series personally in my office right now. This is Paul Titterington from Platinum Partners Realtors in downtown Downers Grove. I've been serving the Chicagoland area for about 19 years. I just want to go over the finer points of what an appraiser does and what an appraisal is and what the buyer, their role, and also the real estate agent's role. And this is important because my clients have been asking me about this, and I wanted to go over it. Plus, one of my clients Googled Appraisal Downers Grove, and my name came up. So I think it's good to explain it. I'm also doing an exciting video with an appraiser, just going over and interviewing them. So the role of an appraiser is an independent opinion of the property's value. So they go in, they do their work, and basically they go into the house, they measure it, they take pictures and whatnot, because they're going to pull comparables to see if that property is worth what the sales price says it is, or if it's lower. If it's lower, then you renegotiate, or there are other ways. So you can reach out to me, as I think that would be important, and I can explain a little bit more to you. As far as with when you receive the mortgage, when you receive the appraisal, it just takes time from the appraiser. Typically, I've noticed it's been about a week, maybe 2 weeks. It just depends on the complexity of the particular home. Now, the role of a buyer is the lender will order the appraisal. The buyer, yes, will pay for that appraisal. But once the appraisal is done, the buyer is notified where that property value lies amongst their sales price. I think that's very important. In the meantime, your real estate agent, for example, me, is walking you through that process. Because once we get a appraisal, we just take a look at it. If it's at value, we don't need to look at it. However, I do encourage looking at it. Now, what the realtor should be doing is meeting the appraisal where it's at. So how you do this is you go to the appraiser, you give them a package. Now, I typically give them a folder of, the comparables that I have. Also, if there's multiple offers or whatnot, and I give them the contract too. 9 times out of 10, they already have it, but you're building relationships. Building relationships is so important in any business, but especially when you meet the appraiser. Meeting the appraiser and building a relationship is what I do. I've got 23 years of psychology, so building relationships, no matter what the case, is what I do. Now, the accuracy of the appraisal, if it's not accurate, if it's low, if there are some things that need to be corrected, realtors can request a reconsideration of value to dispute the appraisal. Now, the REV should be very evident as to correcting something or what comparable's missing. So basically, it's going in there saying, okay, just because I don't like the appraisal doesn't mean that I can go ahead and do an ROV. But if there's major issues, then you can go back and do that. So realtor meets them, and that way relationships are built. So basically, in a nutshell, give me a call, and I can go over what the appraisal property is. But you're looking at the finer points. You're looking at the role of the appraisal. You're looking at the appraiser's client, the appraisal process, working with an appraiser, and also appraisal accuracy and other options. Some people, they waive the appraisal. I'm not a big fan of that, but however, that's something that that you can discuss. And that's the realization is a realtor's job is to get in front of that appraiser and give them the necessary information so they can make an accurate opinion of the property value. So thanks so much. I'll be putting together a video interviewing another appraiser. That should be coming up sometime in the next 3 weeks. Take care, and be sure to look at my other videos on YouTube.